a typical move. We're not all moving at the same time. My husband is moving ahead of us, and Big Sweetie, Little Sweetie, and I are staying where we are to finish out the school year. This means that we're gonna be moving in with some friends of ours for about 5 months, and it's gonna be tight quarters, but it's something that came through and I think will work out well. But we've got all of the joys of moving, getting the house packed up, cleaning the house in order to be able to move out, and making sure we have what we need for the next 5 months, and just dealing with all of those stresses, as well as sending the pets ahead and making sure they're ready to go. And it's been a stressful time. And I've tried to insulate the kids from that, but based on the temper tantrum that Little Sweetie had this weekend, I'm not doing a very good job. Little Sweetie is usually very, very reasonable, or at least in her own way reasonable, and she can see the logic of things. If you can explain to her the why and the where and the how, she's usually able to take that in, process it in her own way, and move forward from there. On Saturday, she got herself into such a tizzy that she couldn't hear reason. I was trying to give her exactly what she wanted, because what she wanted was perfectly fine. She wanted her light sweater because it was a little windy and chilly. She does have a rude awakening coming when we do move to a colder climate than Hawaii, but that's neither here nor there. She wanted her sweater that I keep in the car for just such occasions. She had been riding in a friend's car, and I didn't park where she wanted me to, and this led to an absolute meltdown. I was trying to tell her to stand in a safe place where there weren't any cars, and she wouldn't do that, which meant I couldn't leave her unattended to go to the car to get her sweater, and it was a mess. And it was an absolute just meltdown. And after we weathered the storm, I was looking back at the events and the way they unfolded, trying to make sense of where this tantrum came from in the first place. And as near as I can figure, it was just cumulative stress. It was just another thing that didn't go her way, on top of all of the other things that aren't going her way because of the impending move. And I think her little kindergarten brain just couldn't process another thing not going her way. That being said, it was absolutely mortifying to have her behave this way in front of a lot of people, and a lot of people that I socialize with on a regular basis. So I'm not entirely sure what the next step is. And it's one of those joys of parenting where you know there's a problem, but you just have no idea how to proceed without stepping on more landmines and having them blow up in your face even more. I think the three of us are just going to have to grin and bear it and kind of just make it through the next 6 months or so, and then once we are all together as a whole family again and in our own house with our own stuff again, then maybe we can get back to some sense of normal, and Little Sweetie will go back to being her eccentric self and not her megalomaniac tantrum throwing self. I can hope anyway. Well, thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for Teacher Tuesday. Bye!